Let's start with the headline change, because this is the one catching almost every driver off guard. From the 3rd of August 2026, the DVSA has begun a nationwide rollout of a new photo capture system at MOT test centers. Here's how it works. When your vehicle goes in for its MOT, the tester will now take a photograph of your car using a smartphone, tablet, or another approved device and upload that image directly into the official test record. Around 2,500 garages across Great Britain are receiving this capability in this first wave, with more expected to follow in the months ahead. Now picture this. A driver named Steven takes his hatchback in for its annual MOT on a wet Tuesday morning. He hands over the keys, grabs a coffee from the machine in the waiting area, and assumes it's business as usual. But this time, before the tester even starts the mechanical checks, they snap a photograph of his car and log it against his test. Steven doesn't think twice about it. He has no idea that this single photo is part of a nationwide crackdown that's been quietly building for over a year. So why is the DVSA doing this? The official explanation centers on something called ghost testing. This is where a certificate gets issued for a vehicle that was never actually present at the garage. It sounds almost unbelievable, but it has been a genuine problem within parts of the testing industry, and it undermines the entire point of the MOT system, which exists to keep unsafe vehicles off the road. By capturing a photo at the time of test, the DVSA can now verify that a specific car with its specific number plate and condition was physically at that garage on that day. It's a simple idea, but it closes a loophole that has apparently been exploited for years. This isn't a rushed decision either. The DVSA ran trials involving over 300 garages before deciding to expand nationally. According to their own reporting, testers found the system straightforward to use, and it barely affected how long a test took. There were some early hiccups with the upload process, but the agency says those have been ironed out ahead of this wider rollout. Whether that holds true at scale, once thousands of garages are using it daily, remains to be seen. And that's worth watching, because early trial conditions rarely tell the full story once something goes live everywhere at once. Here's the part that matters most for you as a driver. This change is not something you need to prepare for in any special way. You don't need to book differently, bring extra documents, or expect a longer test. The photograph is taken and processed by the tester as a normal part of the process. But here's why you should still care. If your MOT record now includes photographic evidence of your vehicle's condition and presence at test, that record becomes far more difficult to dispute or manipulate in either direction. For honest drivers, this is genuinely good news. It protects you from the rare but real risk of testing fraud affecting your vehicle's paperwork, and it strengthens the credibility of every certificate issued in this new system. For garages cutting corners, the margin for error just got a lot smaller. Now let's shift to something else that's been reshaping how UK drivers interact with the DVSA this year, because it ties directly into this same theme of tighter control and reduced flexibility. If you or someone in your household is learning to drive, this next part could save you weeks of frustration. Earlier this year, the DVSA introduced a strict limit on how many times you can change your practical driving test booking. You now get a maximum of 2 changes. That includes altering the date, the time, or the test center. Go beyond that and you're not simply told to try again. You're forced to cancel your booking entirely and rejoin the queue from scratch, which in some parts of the country can mean waiting months for a fresh slot. Think about a learner driver named Amara. She books her test for a Thursday afternoon, then realizes her instructor isn't available and shifts it to the following week. That's change number 1. A week later, roadworks near the test center make her nervous about the route, so she moves to a nearby center instead. That's change number 2. Now, Amara is out of changes completely. If anything else comes up, illness, a family emergency, anything at all, she can't simply reschedule anymore. She has to cancel and start the entire booking process over, potentially losing her test slot for months. That's the reality facing thousands of learners across the country right now, and most of them don't find out until they've already used their 2 changes. Alongside this, the DVSA also tightened who is even allowed to manage a booking. Only the learner themselves can now book, reschedule, or cancel their test. Parents can't do it for them. Driving instructors can't do it for them. This was a deliberate move by the DVSA to stop third-party services and automated bots from snapping up test slots and reselling them, sometimes at a significant markup, to desperate learners. It's a fairness measure at its core, but it does mean instructors who used to handle the admin side for their pupils now have to step back from that role entirely. And there's a third piece to this. If you do need to move your test to a different center, you're now restricted to choosing from only the 3 nearest test centers to your original booking. Long gone are the days of hunting across the country for the earliest available slot at some test center 3 hours away. The DVSA says this is about reducing unnecessary travel and keeping the system predictable. But for learners in rural areas with fewer nearby centers, it can feel like their options have narrowed dramatically overnight. Here's a mini scenario worth sitting with. Imagine a father named Deji trying to help his son find an earlier test date after a long wait. Under the old system, he might have searched centers across 3 or 4 counties looking for a cancellation. Under the new rules, none of that is even possible anymore, because he isn't allowed to touch the booking at all. And even if he could, the search radius has been locked down to just the closest centers. It's a completely different landscape for families trying to navigate this process together. So what should you actually do with all of this information? If you're due an MOT soon, there's genuinely nothing extra required of you. Just be aware that a photograph of your vehicle may now be taken and stored as part of your official test record, and know that this is a legitimate DVSA confirmed process, not something to be alarmed by if a tester mentions it. If you're a learner driver or supporting one, the advice is different and far more urgent. Treat your 2 allowed changes like gold. Don't use them for anything except genuine necessity. Book your lessons and mock tests around your actual test date rather than assuming you can shuffle things later. And make sure the learner themselves is the one logged into the booking system, because nobody else is permitted to make changes on their behalf anymore. There's a broader pattern running through everything we've covered today, and it's worth naming directly. The DVSA is tightening control across the entire system, from how MOTs are verified to how driving tests are booked and changed. Some of this is clearly aimed at cutting out fraud and unfair practices that have been quietly costing honest drivers time, money, and trust in the system. Some of it will undoubtedly cause frustration for people caught out by rules they didn't know existed until it was too late. Either way, the direction of travel is clear. The DVSA is watching more closely than it used to, and the drivers who stay informed are the ones who avoid getting caught in the gaps. We'll be tracking how this photo rollout expands beyond these first 2,500 garages, and whether any further booking restrictions get introduced later this year. If either of those developments happens, you'll hear about it here first, explained clearly, with no jargon and no confusion. If this video helped clear things up, that's exactly why this channel exists. Every single week, we break down the DVLA and DVSA changes that actually affect your driving, your car, and your wallet, long before most people even realize these rules exist. So if you found this useful, do 3 quick things before you go. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next update. Drop a like to help this reach more drivers who need to see it, and leave a comment letting me know which change concerns you the most, the MOT photos or the new booking limits. This is UK Fines Alert, and I'll see you in the next one.